Computer. All right. Hi, everybody. It's Stephanie, and it is May 11th, 2026. And thank you for coming for Touching Worlds Together with I'm actually calling it Feeling Free and Invisible. So I also called it, I always would call it Feeling Visible, but I added the word feeling free and visible. I think that is also a good describer of what we do today because you have to be adventurous and playful, or at least I am with what I'm teaching, right? So I just feel like that would be fun to add it. Also, I just set my announcements this Saturday at Casperson Park in Lakeville. You are welcome to do a free live demo with me. I think they said for 15 minutes if it's going well. If it's going well, we can do it for another 15 minutes at 11:30, and I'll have a booth there. So looks like good weather. So cross your fingers. And so come to that. Also, I was thinking the second Thursday of doing the singing, but I thought about the second Thursday, but I'm thinking about the third Thursday, possibly instead meeting in person somewhere where we have concrete, but we're outside, maybe Egan or something not too far. So keep that in mind. I did flip the dates. I was thinking maybe third Thursday for June, July, and August. Also, new session will start in June for 196. We would be skipping, we have the 19th, some sessions. I'm skipping the last week of May. It's a religious holiday for my husband's family, Eid al-Ha. So for folks that that celebrate that, that's going to be on the Wednesday or the Tuesday. All right, so here is the questions that we asked, an icebreaker. It is, if you're playing trivia game, who would you want your partner to be? So some people talked about their children or parents or I think I forgot the answer for one person already. But basically it was kind of fun hearing who they would want to have. So good conversation question if you're looking for one. Also, I think I've done this one before. I gotta get maybe a new deck. Okay, I always like to grab, I think we've done this one before too. Okay, let's do this one. What's cooking good looking? Isn't that fun to say? I can hear somebody on this call saying that same thing. It's just fun and playful, right? Cook a meal for yourself from scratch and go to the grocery store, get all the ingredients, cook and enjoy. So you could try that if that inspires you. Just a fun idea for the week. All right, so to start it off, usually I start with a song, and I thought I would wing it this week, which is good because somebody on the call, their birthday was last week, and there is this beautiful song. I don't think I've recorded it I did not write it. We do not know who wrote it, how I learned it from community singing, but it's a fun kind of jazzy tune, and repeat after me kind of one. So it goes, happy birthday to you. So you go, happy birthday to you. We're so glad you're alive. We're so glad you're alive. You're a gift from the earth. You're a gift from the earth. Bless the day of your birth. Bless the day of your birth. So that's the first part. So let's try that again and feel comfortable. I'll try to use the hand gestures. So happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. We're so glad you're alive. We're so glad you're alive. You're a gift from the earth. You're a gift from the earth. Bless the day of your birth. Bless the day of your birth. So it kind of goes up. It's a nice kind of jazzy up tune. So the next part goes, may your life, so I gotta get in the groove. Happy birthday to me. Right. Let's start from the beginning. You know how sometimes your brain does best with that. So, happy birthday to you. We're so glad you're alive. Oh, that's the second part. Good. You're a gift from the earth. Bless the day of your birth. There we go. Now, again, the words. May your life be long, so long. May your love grow strong. May your love grow strong. May you know your worth. May you know your worth. Bless the day of your birth. Bless the day of your birth. So the second part, now it comes to me. May your life be long. May your life be long. May your love grow strong. May your love grow strong. May you know your worth. May you know your worth. Bless the day of your birth. Bless the day of your birth. So from the top all the way through, happy birthday to you. And you can clap if you want. Happy birthday to you. We're so glad you're alive. We're so glad you're alive. You're a gift from the earth. You're a gift from the earth. Bless the day of your birth. Bless the day of your birth. May your life be long. May your life be long. May your love grow strong. May your love grow strong. May you know your worth. May you know your worth. Bless the day of your birth. Bless the day of your birth. Ooh, so you can sing that a few times. Beautiful lyrics. Very happy, kind of up, motion type with your voice. If you're in doubt, you can start lower, go up higher. You'll be okay, I think. All right, so kind of a fun song. It's my new version of my favorite happy birthday song. All right, so there was a request for movement to do some neck stuff. So as far as qigong, I'm going to try standing and see if it lets me. I got a new computer and it hasn't fixed the auto correction. So let me see if it wants to really zoom up on me. So you're not going to see my legs as much. So it looks like I can stand, but it keeps me half up. So I'm going to focus on, but look at that. I just pointed down and then expanded. Okay. Let's go with it. Okay, now, oh my gosh, is it reading my hands? This is going to be really annoying. Okay, let's do the neck. So let's bounce a little bit because, gotta go with technology. Gotta love it. It's really exciting. So getting into our bodies, bouncing if you're in a chair, or wiggle something, if you're driving, maybe wiggle your hands. You can't wiggle too much because you got to pay attention, but maybe one hand, but focus on driving. So yeah, smile. Smiling is so important. So I did this voiceover class for fun, and it was interesting when they had us read to see how we do. They talked about smiling. So let's tap the hand sideways. Sorry, you can't see my hands, but that's today's technology. But they were talking about smiling, right? When you read your script. So smile and start with a higher pitched voice, right? To sound happier. So it was kind of fun. It's definitely acting. I know it's not for me. Let's bring the hands up, tapping the lung meridian points, but it was kind of fun to explore something different. All right, good tapping. And I'm going to tap a little bit higher, see if we can tap the shoulders a little bit above the lung meridian points if it feels comfortable. And then we can do the funny hands. Let's see what AI does to this. No. It's doing pretty solid. Let's see if it, look at it, followed me. That is so cool. This is not even, yeah, wow. That's just with just the regular laptop. All right, it looks kind of funny, but it's good for you, I promise you. And then gently bring it down. And just relax. So I wonder if I can get my feet. If not, let's focus. We'll focus on different things. I wonder. Oh yeah, if I can get it to yeah, no. All right, let's focus on the neck. There was a request for the neck. Tai Chi is different than say qigong, but I know in Spring Force qigong there is this deepening of the neck. So I'm gonna turn the neck sideways, and it's just a nice tilt your chin up, gently go down, pretend like you're scooping up ice cream, and then you keep the chin tucked, hold it for a little bit, and release. Having it go back down, and then and pulling it back up like you got a golf ball in your neck. Hold it for a little bit and release. So this is supposed to be very good for you, you know, as a relaxation. So remember to untuck, you know, come down, keep the chin tucked the whole time, and release. I'd like to imagine I'm going on a roller coaster ride as I keep my eyes closed, but so keep them open if you are sensitive to motion. And this is supposed to be helpful for your digestive system. And it's also helpful for, Dr. Chunyi Lin recommend doing this every day during COVID. Like, you know, there was like a certain amount of exercises that he recommended in 2020. And this was one that he said you should do every day. And release. So, and he focuses on healing qigong. There's many styles of qigong. And this is a very healing exercise. So if anything feels uncomfortable, please don't do it. I want you to enjoy it. And my motion may be different than your range of motion. And it looks kind of funny, but it does help. You'll notice you can hear your digestion system working more. And let's do that a few more times. In Spring Forest Qigong, they like to do one motion repetitively for about 3 to 5 minutes. And there's no hurry. Maybe even go a little bit slower. So let's do this 2 more times, going slower. It doesn't have to be bigger, just slower. Holding it. And last time. And holding it for a little bit. We can let that go. So that is called dolphining of the neck. You can also dolphin the body as well, which unfortunately the camera situation's not giving me full view unless I can figure out how to, like, I don't know what makes it go wider and bigger. I don't know if it's motion sensitive, but maybe if I can. Okay, so I'm just gonna assume that we're gonna stay with the body. So let's do the V's. This is a nice one for the neck as well. Gently go up the side of the ears, gently down, and doing that again. So we're doing that a few times, and this is supposed to be good for TMJ. So if you have any issues, you know, be very gentle. But it's a kind of fun. Also, let's do that one more time. Let's gently rub. We can also sit, because knowing that now that I can't really stand right now with the computer set up, I'm gonna sit down. You can gently rub your ears and pull in the earlobe, pulling it down. Doing that again. This is a nice thing to do. It just stimulates a lot of meridians. So if you're ever bored and you want to do something that's good for you, you could fidget with your ears, right? A lot of people are fidgety, so why not fidget with your ears? Also, you could do your inner ear. It always feels like it is neglected too, so giving it love. So as far as other Qigong, it's not coming to my mind any other Qigong moves per se for the neck, other than the warm-ups that Dr. Paul Lamb does. So let's do 2 of those. Basically, it's the motion. I can bring the hands up if it lets me, but you bring the hands up, heavy elbows, tucking in the chin. Relaxing the chin, and then coming down. So I'll do the side view. If it doesn't, hopefully it works. Bring the hands up, tucking in the chin, pushing out, and looking down. Doing that again. Looking straight ahead, tucking in the chin, pushing out, and looking down. So this is, let's do 2 more times. We'll do 5 repetitions. So this helps lengthen the back of your neck. And then we gently look down. So again, lengthening the neck. And one last time. And push out and down. The next motion, bring the hands together. The hands will come down, one will face the earth, but by your hips. And then we're just going to turn the neck, going about 60 or 70% of what you're comfortable with. Hand comes back to center, hands gently pass, and now we go to the other side. Come back to center, hands pass. You could also do this without the hands. You can just imagine a pencil is like attached to your neck and you're just gently turning and then gently turning back. So if it's kind of weird for you to do hands or you can't do hands, maybe you broke your arms, you can just gently turn your neck and then coming back. Feeling a little bit of resistance, like you're in water. So I think the hands help you slow down, right? It helps you to slow down, not go so fast, right? Because it's easy to just kind of whip your neck side to side, which we don't want to do. We want a little gentle motion. They say lotion is motion. So, and in the movement is the stretch. It's while you're moving that you get the stretch. So let's do it. I think we've done it at least 4 times, so let's call it 5. So doing it to the one side, and now the other. And then coming back to center. So those are some popular neck motions that we do. I'm also trained as a Forever Well instructor at the YMCA as a fitness instructor. I'm also a certified fitness instructor. And sometimes just doing gentle stretches. So we could do some gentle stretches. So gently tucking the chin in, turning this neck to the side. You might feel a little stretch, put your arm behind, but keeping the chin close to your body. Because if you lift it up, it might hurt your neck, and we don't want that. I want you to be comfortable. So letting yourself feel a little stretch. If you don't feel anything, that's okay. You probably are getting a stretch. And then we bring the neck back to neutral, and then back up, letting it relax. We can also switch the other arm behind, gently going down, back down the center, tucking the chin. And if you want to put your ear to the side, if you're able, if you're not, you can stay like this and keeping it tucked. But if you're able to tilt the head, but listen to your body. We all are different. I want you to feel comfortable. And if you're able to put the arm behind, if you're not, you can have it down. It just gives you a little bit more of a stretch. And then bringing it back to center and back up. I know there's some other stretches you can do, but for me, they don't feel good if you put your head on top, but that's too much pressure. So, but those are the most popular ones that I like to do for the neck, for me personally, for my body type. And everybody's body type is different. Just what I can do at my age, right? So I know last week, why don't we do, let's see if we can do a little bit of chair fan, right? We've been doing, let me see if I can, yeah, it's probably not gonna go below. All right, so let's do some hand tapping exercise. So we're just gonna do things a little different today. So in the middle, you gotta go with the flow, right? Sometimes you wanna do one thing and just the life brings you different things, right? I know, I'm very allergic to perfume, and my son accidentally dropped his cologne on the way out and broke it. all over the floor. Thank God we don't have carpet, right? Can you imagine how bad that would be? But you just have to mop up the tile. So we're going to do the other side, bringing the middle finger down. So life brings you different things, right? You just got to go with the flow, and it's all good. And maybe as we're doing this, you could think of things that you're grateful for, right? Maybe it's the sunshine. It's sunny, right? You can see the sun come through. And now let's do the points here where they connect on the thumb and the index finger. This is, if you're pregnant, they say don't do that because it might release too much. So try to do it very gently. If it hurts, make it lighter. Yeah, so I'm grateful for the blossoms, right? I'm grateful for, all the good positive energy, right? People are bringing in opportunities, sharing with others, connecting others. Grateful for music, such a joy to sing with others, right? And to create music, or whatever you like to create, right? If it's designing something or going to art fairs, art. So that's a good hand. Also clapping. Clapping is good for the heart meridian. Yeah. So when we clap, like, yay, good job, right? Good, you did it. Woo, right? That's good for the heart meridian, if you actually can believe it. And why don't we go into that hand tapping routine that I have and then we'll go into the chanting. All right, so the last part is the hand tapping routine. It's also, I haven't done this in a while either, right? Because this is a hand tapping routine. It's on my website. It was handed down through other instructors to me, and it's based on Chinese medicine. So you can tap or rub. Then we're going to flip it over and do the pinky. You can tap or rub, see what feels better. And now we're going to do the fingertips. Who knew you could do all these things with your hands, right? But you can. So you could also rub. So say you didn't want to tap, that didn't feel good. Now we're going to do the webs of the hands and so it's like an open basket. So these fingers don't touch. So you could tap or rub. Again, this is stimulating the meridians. It's supposed to be good for the lung meridian and flu elements if you have the flu. All right, now we're going to do the webs of the hands. You can tap or rub. It's very warming. I can feel my hands warming up too. Just all this good energy. And it's good that you're here with me on this Monday, another angle. And belated Happy Mother's Day. If there's somebody that joined late, we talked about Mother's Day. Everybody had a good Mother's Day. All right, now let's do back of the hands. So Happy Mother's Day to the folks who watch this recording later. Or rub. And then let's go to the other direction. So if you did rub, we do it in both directions. Top hand floats to the bottom. Flip the hand over. Gently tap or rub. And do it maybe clockwise 3 times and then counterclockwise 3 times. And now we do the back of the wrist, which if you have a watch, it might be in the way, but we just want to rub this area. This is supposed to be good for the lower back, tapping or the rubbing. I like rubbing at nighttime. In the daytime, maybe morning, tapping's nice, but I find rubbing soothing. But everybody's different. We all have different nervous systems. And then the last one, tapping or rubbing. This is good for headaches. So see what you like. I did this one time for 2 hours straight one time, and I got severely sick. I just felt so dizzy and nauseous. So do it for a minute or two, and that's good. Or you could take a break and do it again, but don't do it for continuous 2 hours. I had to learn the hard way. It really messes up your energy. So I did it for a health fair as a volunteer. So I had good intentions, as a volunteer. And I was training probably 20 people individually as they walked by. But it's a tough one to do continuously. All right, take a sip of water. Let's go into the lymphatic. Grab a scarf if you don't have one, or a towel. or some type of rope, something that you can put over your shoulder. Yeah. And I got my little pretty scarf. So what we're going to do is going to do some deep breaths. 6 gentle breaths. Deeper the diaphragm, opening up that deep belly breathing, the better. So gently pressing here like an ant touching you. So very little pressure. So nice inhale and a gentle exhale. Doing that again. And a gentle exhale. For the 3rd time. For a 4th time. And 2 more times. And 1 more time. And we can let that go. Gently going down the face. And 1 more time. And now over the ears. And 1 more time. Now you can go over your hair. I like to take my ponytail out. Going through the hair. There's also a qigong movement where we actually do this in a qigong movement. They call it 10 fingers going through the forest. Is where I saw what they mean, but it was a qigong move. 1 more time. Okay. I always like to go behind the ears so my hair doesn't look funny. And then 1 ear, trace it down to the side of the clavicle. My understanding, it doesn't matter which side you do first, as long as you do both. And now the other. So basically, we're trying to bring all the pressure down from our body. So if you could do this lying down, it's ideal. But then you can't see me very well. So now we're going to go across the chest. So reach across, sweeping up. So as far as you can reach, you can have your hand up or down. It's just easier. And then over the chest. So up and over or straight across. However you're built or life has brought you to. And then straight up the sternum, all the way up to the clavicle. So the theory is sometimes people's lymphatic system works in reverse. So usually most people's work fine, but for whatever reason, trauma, surgeries, whatever, health issues, viruses, right? Your lymphatic system doesn't work as well. So this is a nice routine. And 1 more time. And then up and over. So we're just kind of starting at an angle. And 1 more time. Sternum all the way up to the chest. And I highly recommend seeing an occupational or massage therapist that does this. So if you want to learn more, this is just an end user. I'm just an end user, not a professional. So gently bring this over to your trapezoids, gently going up. 1, 3, 4, 5. Now we go to the other side. And you just do it 5 times, upward motion. 1, 3, 4, 5. And gently coming down, back of the hands. All right, that's a nice, you can turn the side to side. I'm looking at the time, we had extra time talking, but If you have to go, I understand, but if you want to stay, we'll do the chanting. I'm just turning the head side to side with the hand on the clavicle area just to help with the drainage. Um, so do what feels right for you. And let's just turn the neck one more time. You can do it slower. All right, so that's lymphatic. Let's go into the chanting just to save time. Let's take a sip if you need it. Maybe some gargling. All right, that's a quick one. We could do it longer, but I want to be able to chant. Let's do it 5 times, feeling from the chest. So if you've never done it before, trying to set that intention to go lower. Let's do Om. Last week we did hum. So nice deep breath. Om. And one more time. Take a moment. I would say stay there longer, but let's move on to the next one, which is the back of the throat, NG, NG. So, sound. And let's begin. Last time. Take a moment to relax. Breathe normal. Now we're going to move our sound into a forward resonant sound of ooh. Maybe like, like all our vowel sounds come out more forward resonance. So E, A, O, U. That's all in the forward resonance. So consonants are usually in the back of the throat. And now we're going to do more forward resonant sounds. So ooh, we're just going to pick ooh. But if you want to do a different vowel, you can. All right, let's begin. did say one more time, but I think that was 5. I got kind of lost in that one. That was kind of nice. All right. Take a moment to breath and relax. And if you got lost, that's a beautiful feeling, isn't it? All right, the next sound is the E. We're speeding up because we're over time, but letting your body soften. Go to the E sound, which is 4 resonance, nasally. Think you're all congested. And let's begin with E. Last time. And I know lately we've been doing overtones, and just to spice it up, because I like to spice things up, is to go back to the like an ah sound, sending it like ah, like what a relief, just a that baby's so cute, So sending it up to higher, okay, so we'll do that 5 times. But also dropping at the same time. So feeling the and then dropping. Let's do that again for the second time. Trying to different ways. I'm trying to like see it sound spacious at the same time. We got 2 more times doing it. And one more time. We don't do that as often, so it might sound a little weird, but it's good. It's that lifting into the spacious, higher palette. And just take a moment for stillness, for reflection, for quietness, enjoying this meditation of stillness. And there was this phrase that I read today that I thought was pretty powerful. If I can find it, but if I don't, I'll just read you something that comes to mind here. And I am not remembering, but I thought I took another picture, but why don't we just think of the nice affirmation, a closing blessing, right? There's the kindness prayer of like, may you be at peace. May you feel it, happiness in your heart, right? May you be healed. May you be a blessing to others. And may you brighten the world that we need in this place and time, at this, wherever you're at, you know. Maybe it's your township, maybe it's through a phone call, but brightening of the day, making someone feel good. It could even be an animal. So may you be a blessing to others. And thank you so much for coming. I'm going to end the recording and look forward to connecting with you in another way